Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. Thank you all for your suggestions as to what we should call our new weapon. It is no longer the Holy Spear, it is now the Celestial Lance. Now, what is the difference between a spear and a lance? I'm not entirely certain, but to me, they're basically just two things that put a sharp thing on the end of a stick, so lance sounds a little bit better to me. So that's what we went for. Now, second part of a question from the comments from last time, because I missed it. One of the comments from last time was asking, could we do a Conqueror check-in? The second part was asking, I think, about the Mongol invasion and the greatest of all Khans thing that can come from it. Now, the greatest of all Khans, trait changed a little bit in the Nomad patch. Basically, the way it used to work is the Mongol invasion happened and you had Genghis Khan, he's the greatest of all Khans, and so on and so forth, right? That's the way it worked, and that's the way it's worked pretty much forever. Since CK2, that's the way it's worked, I think. Although it was slightly different there, but it's effectively Mongol invasion comes in, and you have a super powerful Genghis Khan. That's not quite the way it works since the Nomad patch. In the Nomad patch, that will still happen if nobody has become it already by the time the Mongol invasion happens. If somebody has become the greatest of Khans already, which is via a unique mechanic that they have, then they will be the greatest of all Khans and there will be no Mongol invasion. As it looks right now, though, in our version of the game, we have two massive confederations. I don't think that these guys are likely going to become greatest of all Khans before the Mongol invasion happens, which hasn't happened yet, I think, because I think it happens around 1300. So I would suspect that it's just going to be the Mongol invasion that happens, but I don't know, maybe somebody becomes a conqueror, scourge of the gods or something over here, conquers all this land and makes themselves greatest of all Khans, but I find it unlikely. Anyway, so that's what's going to happen over there, probably. But we'll find out. I don't think there's any game rules or anything that I've specifically set to make it one way or the other. So, there you go. One thing I have decided as well between episodes is I want to try out this, Reject Inheritance. I want to see how it goes. I want to see exactly what it does. So when we finish this feast, no matter what happens out of the feast, what I want to do is I want to create a save, and then I want to reject inheritance and just see what it does to our succession and see how it sets things. My prediction is, if we remove ourselves from the line of succession, this guy, his next in line, it will probably try and stay in the dynasty. It will either go to our son, so it'll either skip us, or it will try and find the next eligible person in the dynasty to give it to, which means it will probably go to Dietrich. I think that's likely who our next heir is. I'm not entirely sure, though. I think that's likely who it would pass to if it doesn't pass to our son. There's also a chance it passes to our half-brother. I just don't think that the succession is going to work that way. I guess you could argue that the way that it would pass to our brother is it would eventually go, okay, there's nobody in our dynasty who it can pass to. Maybe it'll pass to the mother's side and then pass down to him. But I don't think that's the way it's going to work. But we'll find out together. We'll find out together when we do that. But yeah, I was also going to do it at the start of this episode, and then I realized that there's a restriction on it, which is that you can't do it while you're at a feast. So yeah, we're going to have to wait till we get back and then we can do it. Anyway, talking of the feast, we are going to this feast primarily to befriend this guy and to get opportunities for hooks against this guy. We would very, very much like a strong hook. So we invited him to a feast. We're going to go to the feast. He'll turn up, and then hopefully we get the hook. If we get the hook, we can then declare war on Salzburg in order to get ourselves the Steiermark, and then we're good in theory. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Right. We got some prestige for arriving at the feast, and then it's 5 months till it begins. Everyone is traveling. Okay, cool. Well, I might as well just have it open. It's not like we're doing anything else while we wait. There we go. 6 guests remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're about to begin. Really? Really? Okay. My dear cousin, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Tuscan claim on the Duchy of Emilia. Ah. Okay, so this is Salvatore is declared on Alberto. I have to accept because it's a defensive war, so we accept. I can manage things from here. Although we're allied to both, defensive alliances take priority over offensive alliances. So we're only, like, equal to him at this point. Like, with us being involved. Wow. Okay. Well, let's raise some troops here and let's go, I guess. Right. Gain some random amount of prestige. And because I'm an eager reveler, I get some opinion with people. Wonderful. Okay, more people joining the war. There's more on our side now. That's good. What land do I actually need to siege? Also, what's even worse is that this is happening at the same time. So I need to try and figure out what siege we can go for. So what do you actually hold? So you hold this land in here. So I think we want to see... Wait, so this is my... Okay, so this is our allies' land. And then, where's your land? Oh, so your land's all the Tuscan land here. Okay. I see. So I think I maybe want to come in here and steal this siege. Yeah. I think that makes sense to me as a path forward. Let's do it. Stomach rumblings. It's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Kaiser Andreas without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural. I want him to think this is spontaneous. The man gently dabs at the corner of his mouth with the corner of a soiled tablecloth, brushing away crumbs of flaky pastry. I just hope the next course is a bit lighter, he opines. The whole point of a feast is to provide a rich, varied culinary experience, and so far this has felt more like it's trying to stuff us than excite us. Say, sorry, that's a poor choice. You do realise this is my feast. Or switch the subject to something less contentious. Let's say it was a poor choice. He became our friend. Okay. You're dead. Okay, why are we looking at this person who died... Oh, today. Wait a second. Did he die? He was murdered? And my alliance with Hesse is gone. Do you want an alliance, by the way? Yes, my nephew and Hesse would want an alliance. Fantastic. Anyway. I guess he just got murdered at my feast, and this is unrelated. This is just literally the normal feast event that says, hey, which stat would you like? Okay, I'll choose that one. Guess recreation makes the most sense now. Yeah, we'll just do some recreation. Okay, I'm taking attrition for walking through here. How much am I taking? 280. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Marvelous news. I did everything I could ensuring that Duke Adelgod and Duke Benoit would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. So I can throw one out, I can throw the other out, or I can say, halt, we will talk about this later. I'll just say, halt, we'll talk about it later, that's fine. Shrine constructed in Babenberg. Fantastic. So this is the Babenberg shrine that we're working on. That's the wrong place. We now want to be in control of the building, so we want to start building immediately, because if something's already building, then this guy cannot build something new. So immediately I want to come in here and I want to look for things that are good for hunts. So I guess I probably want to do a hunter's lodge, or so yeah, hunter's grounds here first, and then outposts. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do hunting grounds. Wonderful. Also, there was a suggestion that I should try and raise some fort level over here, just judging by what's next to it, as in, because we're right next to an enemy. Not a bad idea. Let's upgrade our walls and towers here. And then our walls and towers here. Let's do that. Not a bad idea. Gives us a reason to build something. Anything else that we're doing? Nope, that all seems fine to me. Feast, 6 days till it ends. Let's go. A toast to. The feast is starting to draw to a close. My visitors are suddenly expecting me to lavish a little attention on Kaiser Andreas, our esteemed guest of honor. Traditionally, a complimentary toast and a deep drink of wine does the trick. Then again, all Andreas did was turn up. The feast was my idea, I paid for everything, and I hosted everything. So you can get highly esteemed for 10 years. We can say, let's address the churl of the hour, or you're all very welcome for my hospitality. Let's give him a toast. That's fine. Celebrations end. The celebration is over. Gain some eager reveler trait experience. Fantastic. And we get great banquet for 5 years in Ottoberg. Okay. Cool. And now we're heading back. Hey, people are converting to my culture. That's what we like to see. Create an alliance with my nephew in Marburg. Is he the other child of Hesse? Yeah, I don't need that one. Because he's a vassal of the person I already have an alliance with. Okay. We've arrived home. Wonderful. Now, I don't believe I can reject... Oh, I can reject inheritance now. Perfect. Okay. Let's do a save. This is why this save exists, by the way, because I was going to do a save and then revert it back. But, yes, we're on our way towards the feast. Right, let's see how this works. So, I'm now Gallivanter. Let's wait a second or two. Right, where am I in the line of success? Or let's have a look at the line of succession for Jerusalem. Dietrich. Okay, so it completely removes us. It's as if you've been disinherited. Yeah, and it stays in House Babenberg for as long as it can. That makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so if we were to disinherit ourselves like that, it goes all the way back to this guy, this completely unrelated guy. Okay. At least we know the consequences of it now. This guy's health's still good, though, if he's not wounding himself, so it's not the end of the world. Can I undo this? Embrace responsibilities. You did not become a Gallivanter only recently. What does that mean? What does only recently mean? Is it in here? Nope. Okay, this is one of the things that... Like, they're getting better at it, but this is one of the things I hate when you see one of these ones. It's usually for something that's very rarely used. Only recently is terrible as a description, right? It should say, well, did not become a Gallivanter within the last 5 years, or even like a countdown until you can do it again. Like, all of those sorts of things are really useful. Only recently is just, it's completely useless. What can I do with only recently? Right? It doesn't tell you anything. It's like, okay, is that a year? Is that a month? Is that a day? What does it mean? What's recently? Is it 10 years? I don't know. Anyway, we don't need to do that right now because our brother is still good on health. But it's a decision that we can make when our brother is less good on health, basically. We can decide to do that, and we know who's going to inherit land now. Do I want to fight them here? I'm locked in. I literally don't have a choice. But do I want to? I guess so. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm locked into fighting here. They came to fight me. Oh, never mind. Okay, well. I mean, that's fine. Get destroyed. Don't know why you decided to do that, but... Okay. They probably didn't even, like, know that we were there. Or, like, internalize that we were there. Pilgrim's quarters are done. That's what we've done in here, right? Yeah. Let's keep upgrading it. Let's get our tax up in our capital as well as our plague resistance. Alright, we take our hit in terms of attrition. And now we get to siege this, and it's really quick because it's recently been sieged. Okay. Why do they have taken war score? They don't have taken war score, they just finished the siege and then won a battle. Okay, it just looked like taking war score to me for that second, but it's not. Okay. Captured Count of Brescia, which I'll get my 50 gold for. I'm not entirely sure how we get through here. Kind of tempted to just sit in the plains for a second. Well, they're fighting Lombardy here. They're fighting the same army. Yeah, they're fighting the same army that we defeated. Okay. Yeah, how do we get over there? Also, how many troops are left on our side? 8,000. So where's our ally? That's a great question. Where are my allies' troops? Did they never manage to raise them? Let's see. He only has 106, so it's not going to be his army. Savoy's army. Oh, there they are. Huh. Okay, but they're going to take attrition if you take that route. Right? They're going to take attrition on every one of these. I'm assuming we take attrition as well. Oh no, no attrition. I guess because it's next to friendly territory, you don't take attrition. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. I'm going to head to Modena and I'm going to start just sieging it and see what they do. Intrigue lifestyle. Wonderful. Truth is relative. Let's grab that. Holy Roman Emperor. Fabricate hook. There we go. It says it's going to be very hard. Don't listen to it. Right. Don't auto-invite. I want to have a look. So we get 50 from the person we're at war with, who happens to be Kaiser Andreas's spy master, but is also our cousin and ally. He will accept because he really wants to do it. Or he really likes us, I think. Yeah. So that seems good. Thief doesn't have to be that good. We only need somebody who's got 15%. So let's see what we got. 25, and you'll just join. Wonderful. These I want to be good. I want people to be making the scheme go fast. Thibault would join, potentially. 21. Thibault would be 30. You'd be 27. What do you need? A hefty bribe? I could use my hook on them. Ah, my prestigious good word. So I give up prestige and a hook, and that gets him into the scheme? Definitely. So down to 5 months. Our lookout is going to be... I don't really care that much, so it's going to be you. 5 months is too long, so I'm going to switch you onto assisting. Down to 4 months a scheme, or 4 months a phase for our scheme. We need to do 5 phases. It's going to not be great, although we already have one. We only need to do 4 phases actually, because we're already at 1 advantage. Okay. It's not going to be too bad, so it's going to be like 16 months. Assuming we get no speed increases. Yeah, and I think this is about the best we're getting. We're only getting an extra 10 anyway, if we manage to get someone better, so yeah, that's fine. Okay. Sieging this. They're going to attack us. Savoy, what are you doing? Savoy. Savoy, turn. Savoy. Savoy. Making a last stand in Luni. Why not join us? Join us. Move from here to here. Move. Savoy? Why don't you join us in the battle? Okay, here, we're getting countered a little bit. They are not getting... Oh, they're being countered a lot, actually, by our light footmen. Our light footmen are completely nullifying their armored footmen, which is nice. Our knights are pretty good. Their knights are not as good. They're getting another 4,000 in. If Savoy join, we win the battle. If they don't, we lose it. How long is it going to take them? 5 days? Okay. Savoy stops. There is a chance they join us now. Or not. What? What are you doing? Okay, so what they've decided to do, just to explain it. So they've gone, oh, nobody is currently defending this target in the war goal. Therefore, I should go and de-siege it. What they haven't realized is that the reason why no one's defending it is because they're currently sitting in the province next to it, fighting us. If they join us, we win the battle. But they're not going to, so we're going to lose the battle. Yep. Essentially, it's that simple. Fallen son? That's not my son, is it? Wasn't he called Otto? Wait a second, wasn't he? Wait, simple. Wait, was he not called Otto? Was he called Yudes? I thought he was called Otto. Well, we'll go back and check. Maybe I'm stupid. News from the hills of Canossa finally arrives at the hands of an exhausted messenger. I know immediately something terrible has happened to my son. There, among the dispatches, it reads, our brave Eudes was killed leading an attack against the Nordlinger pikemen. He was slain by Humbert, Chancellor of Count Hartmann, in a fierce encounter. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. I can become rivals, or I say my brave son. I'll become his rival. Okay. I mean, I have to check. Okay, we're on an earlier save. I'm not going crazy. His name was Otto. His name was Otto on this save. I'm not crazy. Let's move forward to a later save. So which one was this? So I think this was this was 29. Let's have a look at 30. Let's have a look here. So this is the previous episode save. So somewhere between episode 29 and 30, his name got changed to Eudes. Why? I have absolutely no idea. I've never seen that. That is wild. And it's the same child, right? Let's just see here. If I go back to this one. Yeah, that's the same child. So at some point his name just got changed. Is it the same character? Was he married to Euphemia? We can see. We'll go back to this one now that I know I'm not crazy. Was he married to Euphemia? Let's see. Yeah, so exact same character. Huh. That's odd. That's very odd. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Anyway, moving on. Burying the hatchet. Don't want to bury the hatchet with the person who literally just murdered my son? No. Call to war. France would like me to join in this war against the African invasion of the Kingdom of France. Really? I accept, but really? Another one? Okay. I'm about to lose my entire army, though. Well, it's not my entire army, but I'm about to lose a battle. We just lost 1,600 troops. Okay. Ask my head of faith for some gold, which I will do. Kaiser Andreas's coronation. I'm going. Oh, he's having his coronation in the Vatican. Oh, that's cool. We haven't seen that happen before. Okay. Mountaineer? Assuming that, yeah, these are all county control, but Mountaineer helps us a lot. Let's rearrange how we're getting there. How about going through Valach, then to Laibach? Yeah, that's okay. That's not too bad. And then we can do the same on the way back. Yeah. That looks fine. Yeah, I could go to Pula on the way back as well if I wanted to. Yeah, I guess I should go to... Well, no, going to Venice requires you going on boats, but I could go to there on the way back and then like cut into like there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm definitely going to go to Kaiser Andreas's coronation, and my goal is to... You stand proudly resolute, demanding a favor hooker vassal contract improvement. Seize advantages. Advocate domain. I want to profess my rights. This is the first time that we're going to our liege's court. Or is it first time we're going to our liege's or second time? It's definitely, we haven't gone to a lot of Our Liege's coronations. But yeah, let's profess rights. It might be the first time we've actually gone to Our Liege's coronation. I might be talking nonsense. So the songs of Kaiser Andreas. Would you like to hear some of me songs about Andreas, the swine of the Franconian court? She yells at us as soon as we get within shouting distance. Before we have time to answer, she starts singing a merry tune about the depravities of Kaiser Andreas. Say, tell me more. Seem like an interesting woman, or hold your tongue. Tell me more. Did I learn any of his secrets? No. Okay. That's fine. Let's make our way back with the army. We've got bigger wars to worry about now. Right. You're going to retreat back to here. Go. Echoing horns. The echoing calls of horns fills the air as we traverse the hills near Crane. The hill forts resonate with the sound, a call to arms that has sounded through generations. Mere seconds after the first blaring, a throng of garrisoned Corantanian warriors emerge from the closest fortification, charging a group of terrified highwaymen and bandits. We must help them. We'll pick the bodies clean. Andre, aid them. We will stay here. This is not our battle. I'll help them. Sure. Yeah, we've killed all the bandits. Betrothal is fulfilled. Prince Vilmos has married my daughter Eleanor. So that means that we can get an alliance with Fulop of Wallachia. If he would accept one, but he won't. Probably because we're at war. Okay. Also, did this drop a little bit? It did drop a little bit. Interesting. Doesn't matter because we still need to do the we still need to wait the time to get the advantages, at which point it'll be 95 again, but it's interesting it dropped a little bit. Yeah, it's going up by 9% per phase, so yeah. After, 3 more phases, it's going to go up, yeah, it's going to go up to 99%. Cool. Hard workers. While traveling through Polsine, I can't help but notice that every person I see works with a quiet intensity I don't often notice in my own lands. I stopped one of the labourers to ask them about it, but he shares some pithy wisdom. Well, you see, the trick is just to put your back into it and don't stop till the job's a good one. Okay, let's increase our development growth. You're maybe not the Chancellor. That's my friend that's taking us off the Chancellor list. Poetry people. My lady, please, but a moment of your time to hear my latest poem. This isn't the first Italian who has tried to introduce me to their poetry, and considering the road ahead, surely not the last. There must be a true infatuation of the poetry here for every other dreamer to have a poem in their hearts. So I can reduce the cost of refined poetry, or I can say, you call that poetry? I'm going to insult their poetry. We've now arrived at this coronation. Wonderful. So what we need to do here is we need to hire ourselves a holy order. We're going to hire ourselves the Order of Calatrava again. Who have appeared here? Yeah, okay. I was wondering where they were for a second. So, in France's war, how are we looking? We're just a little under. I'm going to have to spend more money on one of France's wars, aren't I? I want to keep France as an ally. Let's buy ourselves the Army of the Ore. Wonderful. Is this the best commander I have? We have an organizer who's much better for getting to France. Let's go here. We'll figure out where we're going from there. Wonderful. Right. More people are joining the enemy's side. Okay, whoa. Agent removed from scheme. It's my thief. I need you in my scheme. Wait. That was you though, right? So you're now removed from my... Oh no, you're my footpad. Okay. The best we're gonna get is you. A bribe doesn't get us there. A hefty bribe doesn't get us there. Piety, prestige, and a hefty bribe. Yeah, I think that's what we're going for. We're well off the number we need now, but that's okay. The Prelude. Okay, so supporters are us, Basilius Manuel, and the Pope. Detractors are Mayor Reinhard and Irina. Okay. That's okay. It is my right. Let us see if you can get out of this, Duchess Mathilde proudly declares, moving one of her pieces towards mine. I prepare my answer, but the door to the room swings open abruptly. On the threshold, Kaiser Andreas looks as surprised as we are. We immediately get up, but he signals for us to sit down again. Apologies, he mutters. Plenty to think about. Duchess Mathilde raises an eyebrow. This may be our chance to address our liege. Offering good advice may get us a favour. Only a weak hook, though. We must argue to lower our levies, or we must be aware that the taxes we pay are extortionate. I don't want a weak hook. I want a strong hook or nothing. So, I am going to reduce our taxes. He accepted it. Okay. A courtly offer. Lady Haley Ermengarde, he calls my name, still smiling. You know that our friendship is dear to me and that I wish for nothing more than to hear your advice. I beg of you, take a seat next to mine. There's nothing I need more than a capable woman on my council. I can be his court chaplain. Oh. He fires Prince Bishop Dietrich, my friend, but of course I'm going to be your court chaplain. It's a position you can't fire me from. Wait, it won't even let me be his court chaplain because I'm not eligible. I was kind of thinking I'm not eligible to take the role, but alright. That's a good one. That's a good one. It offers you a role you're not eligible for. And then doesn't let you have it. Alright. The voice of orthodoxy. As the light of the day wanes, I see Irina looking in my direction. Irina is the granddaughter of Yaropolk of Novgorod. With an acknowledging nod, she smiles and steps closer. A fine day it has been, would you not say, Haley Ermengarde? We must certainly thank God for these blessings. We Orthodox revere his teachings. She declares with pride, taking a deep breath before continuing her theological dissertation. I'm going to debate her. Hey, we got some piety. Okay, cool. Do you know of her? Duchess Haley Ermengarde. Kaiser Andreas calls for me with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, a queen that I am not acquainted with. This is Queen Gerda. Kaiser Andreas introduced her. I believe you two would find much in common ground, new strategies perhaps. I went to her coronation. I am acquainted with her. Let's just say I'm a friend to all for now. I don't need to be a friend to her. That's okay. A gift worthy of a Kaiser. I will speak to the clergy on his behalf. Quiet moment. Let's say do not forsake the Holy Roman Empire. Now we get to have the ceremony. We have the three ascents. Andreas's vassals step forth to supplicate themselves, most low of hope, and truthfully swear their loyalty and love. At last comes my turn. Ooh, so I get a choice here. Prior my oath in utter devotion. Interesting. Supporters like us, detractors don't. There's only one detractor left. Interesting. I make a scandal of my contempt, or I kneel. Let's cry out my oath in utter devotion. Sure, why not? We have the anointment. And then we have the crowning. Okay, so now we're seeing why we have these events, or at least the first event. The first event is so that if you are a vassal of him, you can do something specific. Alright. That's cool. And then the consort gets this stuff. Yeah, that's fine. His regent has changed. Oh, okay. Oh, his recent death. His regent died, I see. Your liege has got the anointed succession law. And he says, a ruler must do more than defend borders and must make life worth living within them. I will guard the peace, tend the realm, and plan not for war but for growth. From Pula, I will see the Holy Roman Empire through a new golden age. Okay. Now we have the feast. Alright. We haven't managed to get a hook yet, as in a hook that we're after, but that's okay. Duchess Haley Ermengarde, starts my fellow vassal Duke Vladimir, distinct odour following him to my table. You must meet this interesting man. He has brought delightful and exotic Saracen cakes back from the Crusades. Of course, yeah. Aha! I've gained the Hashishia like trait. I don't know why I wanted to get it. I guess I wanted to get it because we were having a drug problem at some point, and I thought that having the trait would be a nice representation of it, but there you go, we have that. Maybe there are events relating to it. Okay, I have learned of this person's witch secret. They're very unrelated to me, so I don't really care. Also, I noticed that we've lost a little... I'm going to tick this just in case like somebody drops out, but we lost a little bit more success chance somewhere. Okay. I've heard of you. Are we still going up by 9% each thing? Yeah, apparently. Duchess Hilly Ermengarde, my fellow vassal Duke Pietro calls my name. My dear kinsman Eustache speaks fondly of you. I have been looking forward to feasting with you. Oh, that's my husband. Oh, okay. That kind of actually made sense as an event. Let's say, and I have only equally fond words for him. Conversation partner. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my fellow, also, a Queen Gerda apparently paid him money. I wonder if we lose money during this event. My fellow vassal, Podesta Lucio, goes on and on about lawmaking. That's how we salvage that mess. I'm not boring you, am I, my lady? Sure, let's have an interesting conversation. The dilemma. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my determined fellow vassal, Duke Berthold. He inquires about my opinion on court politics, a subject he is deeply interested in, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. This fascinates us as well. Made a friend. So it's Duke Berthold of Coresia, which is where? Ah, there, pretty close to our territory. Mutual spirits. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Duke Lanfranco. Wonderful. 5 days till the feast ends. Ceremony is over. His oath was to ensure peace. Alright. Cool. We've arrived at a haunted manor. As we walked in the halls of a manor in Paterno, a local landowner, Shival, turns to me. They say this part of the estate is haunted, my lady. I look around. The hall's a bit darker than I would have expected, candles flickering at their posts. When we stop at the old dining hall, Shival turns to me again, and this time with a grin. Would you like a tour of the haunted manor? No. No, I don't think I will. Do I want to head down here, or don't want to resupply my army and wait for France? I want to resupply my army and wait for France. Right. Let's go here, 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 and here. Go. We've lost the war for the Duchy of Emilia, which we kind of knew was going to happen. Pete, tell me more. Podesta Enrico is jittery with childish glee as he guides my visit to the peat quarry in Comacchio. For some incomprehensible reason, he seems to think this place is the jewel in his grassy crown. I look out over the ravaged field, all brown and greyish green. My eyelids grow heavy. Lately, sleep has been eluding me. Slowly, they slide shut. Suddenly, I jolt awake, Enrico's hand at my sleeve. Was I boring you? And say I was simply taking it all in, or look at this coin purse. I don't care if he's insulted. He was, but I don't care. I'm going to buy all the extra building material this time. We do it every time, because we are building a ton. Over here, I'm going to upgrade my walls and towers. Ottoberg. Did I just build the simple pastures? Did I just finish building here? Must have been the farmsteads. Yeah, is there anything to replace anything with? So this one is all about making better feasts. I don't think there's anything in particular here that's going to be good. I guess we could just go for pastures then. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I finished the thing in Babenberg yet? I did. Wonderful. Let's get outposts here as well. Let's make sure that those are built before we do anything else. Right. See, I was just waiting for us to get a little supply for our armies. Right, merge here. Sick House is finished in Vienne. We lost somebody and gained somebody. Who did we lose? Lost you. Oh, so that was our lookout. That's not the end of the world. 4 months till next phase. I can take my 87% chance, though, if I want to. So it's wait 4 months or get my 87% chance now. That's a tough one. What's our secrecy? 62%. I think I'm gonna roll the dice for a higher percentage. Visited the capital of the Holy Roman Empire and got myself diplomacy. That's the capital? I knew that, but I was still shocked the second time I learned the information. Okay. Merge our army. Make sure we have the best leader that we can in charge. I think I might just make that you. It doesn't feel like that bad about our chances. We're gonna siege this. Okay. Oh, I'm at 95%. I should have fired this already. Incriminating missive. By halting a messenger from the court of Kaiser Andreas, an opportunity has presented itself. By copying the Kaiser's seal, I can fabricate a letter threatening to increase taxes and circulate it among his vassals, or at least threaten to. A weak hook. I don't need a weak hook. I need a strong hook. Ah, dear. Can I do it again? No. I can't do it for another 2 years. Could demand a council position for this, though. A court position is almost better, though. Because it comes with the... like, because he's unlikely to fire me. Basically. You know what? Make me your court poet. Yeah, do it. At least use it to our advantage, if nothing else. Right. I am now his poet. Wonderful. I can pay homage. If I wanted to. I wonder if you can get a hook off of homage. You might be able to. They get defending in forest here. They get defending in forest. Can't make it there. What are you doing? You're attacking war target in Asian. Yeah. What if I wanted to go down here? Let's circle around here. You gonna join me here? So they're merging. These guys haven't realized they need to merge yet. France. My god, France. Ugh, I hate the AI. Should I join my friends here? Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go all the way over here. I'm gonna get on boats. Then I'm gonna travel around to Laborde. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the best strategy I can come up with. They're gonna turn around in a second as well, I'm sure. Okay, so let's look at the positives. Camel riders are getting countered by our pikemen, as are their caballeros, their light horsemen, and their ulathamun. They're all getting countered, as are their bowmen. Okay. On our side, our light footmen are getting a little countered. Our armored horsemen are not getting countered at all, and are in fact incredible. Pikemen are getting huge value. Order knights just exist, and they're just getting their normal value. Bowmen are getting countered. So right now, our men-at-arms are hugely ahead of theirs. Our commander is slightly better than theirs, and our knights are absurdly better, because we have 20 and they have 7. Although actually our prowess numbers are dropping. Like, we used to have much better prowess numbers. Now this guy's a knight. Which, although I guess he's not our knight, he's a knight of the army of Or, but still. So the initial fight is good for us. Let's have a look at when they join. 4 days, 2 days, 2 days, 4 days. So they get 3,000 in 2 days, and they get another 3,000 in 4 days. At which point they will be equal army strength to us, right? These guys are gonna arrive in like, let's say 8 days. There's a chance. Let's see. The 1, 2. One advantage in the opponent's favor. Their commander is hugely good here. Like, this is a huge advantage. Don't know what France are doing. Actually, that's not even France. That's... Wait, is it? No, that is France's direct army. I don't know why they didn't join us, but anyway. So, there's... It should be next... Oh, actually, there they go. That was the next tick. So now they have equal-sized army. They have a much better army commander. They're going to win. I should retreat. I should retreat. When can I retreat? 11 days. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I should retreat. Yeah, we should immediately just retreat. Yeah. There wasn't any point in continuing that fight. We had lost it. Count Simon, my friend, has died. And my kid and Norbert von Veldenz died as well. So this was the grandchild of King Vratislav, who was married to Count Farabert. I see. Yeah, and Igor was captured as well. I don't know what they're thinking. That was terrible. Yeah, it's twice we've tried to rely on the AI today, and twice they have let us down miserably. Okay. Do I hire more mercenaries to win this war for France? I'd prefer France hired the mercenaries to win the war for France personally, but, you know, let's worry about that in a minute. Split in 2. Let's just resupply a little bit here. Maybe. I think we hire some more mercenaries. I think we've committed enough to France that we have to continue committing to France. Yeah. Okay, so mercenaries. I can't hire these guys because we're already hired. So I want to go in here. Pikemen are actually incredibly valuable because they are using a lot of horses. So we could hire this Croatian band for not very much, and then one more. Maybe the Free Company here. Right. Merge up. There we go. Let's set our organizer in charge. We can switch it up when we get closer, which we should remember to do. You promoted culture in Ottoberg. Fantastic. Promote culture in Regensburg next. Right. It's all fine. Let's go. France are losing their battle, obviously, because they went in without us. There's some mercenaries. The Winter Welsh have joined again. They must be an ally of France. They're not. They just hired the exact same not Holy Order, exact same adventurer group again. Okay. Okay. Head down here. Siege. It's going to get us war score. Head to the next one. Siege. Okay. Alliance is formed with Emperor Vilmos of Carpathia, because he's now an emperor. Okay, although Carpathia is, like, not what it used to be, but still. Cool. Intrigue lifestyle perk. Find secrets progress speed is up. Oh, right, yeah, also. Go back to finding secrets. Want another siege. Okay. I'd split up my army slightly here. So we're gonna go. Let me just check. Yeah, you can't cross that river. There we go. Go. Tidbits from far away. Come closer, my lady. Marvel at the treasures never before seen in these lands. Snuck right past the guards responsible for these beauties. Though a true knower of people, that's me. The merchant might have more to give me than marvels from afar. You get learning to read people, which makes hostile schemes quicker for 3 years and intrigue lifestyle experience. She will tell me what she knows, or this will cover both the trinket and the information. I don't want to spend my last bit of money on that. I'll just convince her to tell me. Nice. So are you still taking attrition here? Yes. Okay, a couple of them are still taking attrition. Okay, wait, one more tick. Merge. Merge. Make sure that you have the organizer, which you do. Fantastic. Merge. I'm in a forest right now, so I get defending in forest if they attack. Cautious leader might be your best. You get defending in mountains bonus. And you lower friendly casualties. But if I think I'm going to win, I want forest fighter. Yeah, I think I'm going to win. I'm defending in forest. I have a better army. Fight me. Winter Welsh, I need you. Nope. Not even a slight movement on their part. So we're defending in forest with more soldiers and a more men-at-arms counter. The negative that we have is that our army supply is low. Be in a move. Let's see. So immediately we have more knights again because we have more we have even more mercenaries than we had last time. These guys are still doing no damage. And they have 3 knights. So this is great. Next, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. Okay. So in 4 days, they get another 2,000 and a better, actually an equal leader. In 5 days, they get another 954. And in 6 days, they get another 800. And then these guys are well behind here. Yeah, some of these guys are significantly behind. So we're going to have a long time fighting their armies. Let's see. Okay. They're still not moving. Okay, it thinks we're going to win now. At least against what it knows about. They've got more commander traits coming in. But we're even. These guys are still being countered. So their men-at-arms are doing nothing and they have no knights. Okay. They took a hit. They got a better roll than we did. These guys are still being countered. And they still don't look as good as we do. Next lot come in 3 days and 4 days. This is the bit where we need to have caused some serious damage by the time they get in here. We did. Oh, that was a good hit. One of them stopped moving. Wait a second. One of their armies stopped moving. So, yeah, 2 of those are hitting in, but, like, look at that. One of the armies is definitely not moving anymore. Okay. Let's get the next big hit. Yeah, they lost some more troops. They're all moving in now. So they got 8,000 moving in. 1 day, 7 days, 2 days, 7 days. So they get 3,000 in 7 days. And, so yeah, 3,700 in 7 days. And they get like 4,000 in the next 2 days. So they're probably going to win this battle, but it's the best that we could do. Yeah, I think it's the best we could do. It's definitely the most favorable conditions. If we got a positive battle roll, I think we might have won. But we'll see. Yeah, now they have a better commander, so they're probably going to just roll us, I suspect. Yeah, they're not getting quite counted as much as we want them to be. I might fight this one out, though. Cause as many casualties to them as we can. They are losing quite a lot of troops. They're just not losing them quite as quickly as we are. Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know if the Winter Welsh would have made too much of a difference, but... yeah, I suspect they just had more troops. Goodbye, France. It was nice knowing you. Yeah. It was close, it just wasn't close enough. Okay. Well, we lost 4,000, they lost 800. Yeah. We either needed more troops or we needed them to split up. Yeah, these guys are 100% losing their battle as well. There's no way that siege is continuing. Let's see. Yep. They got completely destroyed. Did Maghreb join this? No, I thought they were glowing for a second there. I mean, the other option is that we go for their capital. I just don't think it's going to work. Don't want Deitmar to join me? Yeah. Yeah, you could join me. Let's raise everyone I can here. There we go. Merge us up over here. See if we can beat them up. Oh. Yeah, they got more war score somewhere. They must have finished the siege. Anonymous informant. My spy master Christina rushes into the room and hands me an anonymous letter she has just received. It appears we have a unique opportunity to acquire information about Malik Heamu's defense strategies. The letter reads, if you desired information about Heamu's defenses, we have your spy master Christina, or have your spy master Christina meet me in Floristdorf within a fortnight. Bring plenty of gold. I'm not interested, mainly because I don't care about Sardinia. Right, let's merge our army together. How long have I got to make a decision? 3 months. Okay, so let's do a little splitting up of our armies. Okay. So I'm going to go here, 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 and here. And then we're going to re-merge as we get closer. So I'm basically just after whatever... Yeah, we lost. Okay, fair enough. I was going to say I'm after whatever supply I can get, but yeah, we couldn't get any. Well, we tried. We tried. I think if France had joined the initial fight, we probably would have won that one, but yeah. Okay, not great. So this is now not French. Yeah. Well, that's terrifying. Because they're a conqueror on the borders of the Holy Roman Empire with a huge amount of strength. I guess we'll disband our armies. New adventurer. Master Thibault Silvertongue is now a new adventurer. He's also married to my daughter still, and he has an alliance with us still, but he's off doing his own stuff now. Hey, we've embraced religious patronage. Wonderful. So we get piety when constructing temple holdings, for now when upgrading them, which is nice. Yeah. Cool. That's all fine. Just want to see here. Do I get upgrade? Do I get piety when I upgrade, or when I want to upgrade these, or just upgrade like tier? Must be tier, right? Tier. Okay, I see. I'm missing money to do that, but that's kind of cool. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, we will think about doing that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.